gang and when they feel like they belong. So it's Tom again, and this time he's with his gang of football lads, and they're turning the tables completely on the same kids that had bullied them in that first scene that we've just listened to. Everything has completely changed, and it's Tom and his gang that have the power. So this is from chapter 17. And just to put it into context, it's set at Christmas, so that's why there's Christmas songs on the PA system. Back in the dining hall, walking in the air is finished and White Christmas is oozing out the speakers. I stand next to Ryan and we survey the area, checking for seats. There aren't any. There's one space at a 6-seater table over to the left, and apart from that, nothing. But then I notice who's sitting at the table with a single space. It's the Budget Homeboys hip-hop crew. I look at Ryan. He smiles. "Aren't they mates of yours?" he says. I grin and nod my head. Then we set off to get our dinner places sorted out. The pudgy homeboy with the handcuffs bracelet is the first to see us coming. His hair has grown a fair bit since I last saw him, and he's had it braided into a feeble set of cornrows. As we get closer, he nudges the Asian lad sitting next to him. They both look at us for a second or two and then tilt their heads down. They know who we are. It would be safe to say that a confrontation isn't at the top of their priorities at this moment in time. When it was 5-on-2, they were all for it. Now it's 5-on-5, they've gone all coy. It only takes us a few more seconds to get to the homeboys' table. I'm leading the way. "Afternoon, lads." I park my tray next to Cornrow's boy. "Just go in, were you?" Cornrow's boy doesn't say anything. He swallows hard and stares at the tabletop. His big, fleshy ears are going bright red. The Asian lad next to him starts scrabbling around, shoving half-eaten stuff onto his tray, trying to keep things low-key. But one of the white kids is looking a bit edgy, like he wants to have a go at standing his ground. He takes a bite of his hot dog and tries to give Rob the eyeball. Rob laughs. As the kid with the hot dog carries on staring, Jerome comes up behind him and snatches the NY baseball cap off his head. Hot dog boy stands up and tries to take his hat back, but Jerome holds it out of his reach. Smiling, he pulls it onto his own head, back to front, pulling a gangster pose, forearms crossed across his chest. We're all pissing ourselves laughing now. The Budget Homeboys have well and truly got the message. Time to beat the retreat. They're filling up their trays as quickly as they can with whatever they can put their hands on, standing up trying to get out of our way. I barge past Cornrow's boy and sit in his seat. Rob and Gary hustle a couple of the other lads out of their chairs. Ryan's just standing there grinning, proud that he's trained us all so well. Jerome sits down and starts eating his hamburger. He's still wearing the NY cap. Hot dog boy stretches his hand out. "Give us the cap back," he says. Jerome frowns. He puts his burger down. "Give us the cap back, please." Everything's gone really quiet. People on the tables around us are glancing across, seeing what's going on. The rest of the Budget Homeboys are standing around like spare parts. Some of the teachers have noticed that something's happening, but it doesn't seem like they want to get involved. Bing Crosby's finished now and Cliff Richard is launching into Saviour's Day. Hot Dog Boy looks like he wants to cry. His carefully cultivated hardman image is falling to pieces around him. There's not much chance of him taking a swing at Jerome, and there wouldn't be much point anyway. It'd be like firing a pea shooter at a tank. "Give us the cap back, please," he says. A couple of girls giggle. Jerome smiles. He's enjoying this. "Give us the cap back, please, sir," he says. There's no hesitation this time. "Give us the cap back, please, sir." Jerome smiles again. He looks across at Ryan, but Ryan shakes his head. "Let him have it now." Jerome pulls a face like a kid who's just been told he's got to come in for his tea. He takes the cap off and hands it over. Hot Dog Boy puts it back on his head, takes his tray and goes to stand with the rest of his crew. As they start trudging towards the canteen, Ryan calls out after them. "Lads!" The Budget Homeboys turn round. Ryan pulls his features into the most sincere expression he can manage. "You make sure you have a very Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year." My dinner goes down very well after that. It feels like a score has been settled. Right, anyway, again, that's enough for me chuntering on. What we're going to do now is we're going to think about some more questions related to belonging in a gang. The first one I want us to think about is, what sort of person do you have to be in a gang? Yeah? So again, I'm going to give you a couple of minutes just to think about what sort of person, what sort of personal attributes do you need to be in a gang? Do you need to have to be in a gang? Yeah? So what sort of person do you have to be if you're going to be in a gang? I'll write that up on the board just in case anyone needs any sort of reminding.